Hey guys, here's with another video. That's my bike, as you might have seen it before. I've got a few updates. As you might see, you might notice there's some new wheels, new quote-unquote, because I got them from the local flea market, like a lot of the parts on this bike. Pretty nice, those wheels. Nice little cassette, new cassette, 8-speed, 1128. It has some faster gears, makes a lot of difference. I like it. What else? I don't know. That might be it. Yeah, I got this new bar back. It's very nice, very comfortable. I don't like carrying around the backpack when I'm riding, especially on longer rides. So this back really helps. But now what we're gonna do is change the stem situation. Let me get rid of the hipster back. I'll show you why. I'll explain. Oh, I can just explain. This stem is pretty short and it's comfortable because the reach is pretty nice. I don't have to reach too far forward, but it makes the front end really twitchy, especially on descents. When I go faster, it gets really sketchy. I mean, you can really feel the wind and all of that, and the bike gets really unstable. So I did a little research and I found out I might need a longer stem. So here I got a couple of stems, also an adapter from quill stem to like those normal stems. That's an 80mm stem. The other one is 100. I got both because I didn't know which one would be better as the adapter from quill stem to the other type of stem. I don't know how it's called. And some bar tape because I'm gonna have to redo that as well. So yeah, let's get going and see how this whole thing turns out. Yeah, and that's another update. I got this quad lock stand. It's actually not a quad lock, that's a Chinese ripoff, but it works with the original quad lock phone cases. So I saved a little money there. Works pretty nice. I like the quad lock system with the phone case and everything. Is very comfortable. Pretty expensive, but yeah, I managed to save some money, at least on the stand. Yeah, I'm thinking here how to do it, having to do as little work as possible. But I mean, I'm still gonna have to get rid of the stem and some of the bar tape because this stem doesn't open in the front, so I'm gonna have to take off some of the bar tape and cabling and all that stuff. Okay, let's see if I can at least save myself from having to change also the gear cables, the shifter cables. Let's see if I can get the shifters out without having to do all that. I also have to be careful with those shifters because they scratch everything pretty badly. Yeah, I'm thinking here which side to untape. Apparently I'm going for the right side for the rear brake. There's another problem with this bike. Those brake levers are road type levers and they don't really work well with my brakes, with my cantilevers. So I'm trying to figure that out too. I'll see, maybe in recent future. It always pains me when I have to undo the tape. Not my favorite part, retaping handlebars. Okay, that seems like that's going out. Yeah, with the front brake, with the cable and everything. I managed to save myself that part of the job at least. And now it's time for the new stem, actually for the new stem adapter. That was pretty cool. I forgot the dimensions. I think it's 31.8 top side, then the bottom is normal quail stem. Was that 25.4, something like that? I'm not sure. I was worried in the beginning where I'm gonna put my shifters, but it worked. Here I'm checking the minimum insert. Don't want this stem to come out in the middle of a ride, obviously. Yeah, tighten it up. I'm hoping that's gonna solve my problem, the twitchy front end problem. It should, so let's see. At least on paper, everyone says you need a longer stem. Short stems make the front end twitchy. And those stems are pretty cool because you can actually put it the other way around, and instead of having a positive incline, that's like, I think it's 7 degrees. If you put it the other way around, it's gonna be a negative stem. It's gonna be -7. Putting it as +7, because I don't think I need to slam the stem. I tried it once and it didn't work. Looks pretty cool. It's a cheap AliExpress stem. I don't remember how much it was, but it was probably 5 or 6 euros, something like that. And it looks pretty nice. I think they had it in black too, but I like this color better. Yep, shifters seems to work. Yeah, now it's time to put on the handlebars again. Good thing is you can open the front end of that stem, so once I retape the bars, I won't have to take the tape off and all that and retape them again if I want to put the longer stem. Remember, I got 2 stems. Trying the 80mm first, because I think that's gonna be enough for me. 100 might be too long, because remember, those are bull horns, those handlebars, so they do have some more reach than like normal drop bars. I mean, maybe when you're on the hoods of a drop bar, it's more or less like those bull horns, but not holding on to the brakes, because if I hold on to the brakes on the bull horns, the reach gets bigger. So I think the 80mm is gonna be enough, the stem. Yeah, I'm just eyeballing the center and just gonna finger tight that. See the angle more or less. Might have to change that angle later. I'm gonna have to try ride some and see how it feels. But yeah, it already looks quite cool. I like it, at least visually. How about that soundtrack? Real nice. I thought I put some different songs this time, not just looping one song. Oh, this one is cool. Okay, enough about the soundtrack. Let's get the rear brake back on. I think that cable is I'm gonna have to change the cable housing and everything, because now the reach is a little bit more. Remember, this stem is a bit longer, and I don't think that'll work. You can see here I'm trying, but no, that won't work. So I'm gonna have to change the housing and the cable. Here I already changed it. You can see that's like a new housing, a longer one. Haven't cut it yet. I want to make sure it fits and it's alright before I cut it, obviously. So here I'm just taping it a little bit to hold it in place. And yeah, let's tape it. Seems like it'll work. I'm gonna cut the cable housing later and put the cable and everything. But yeah, let's get going with the tape. Now that's my second time taping a handlebar, so bear with me. I'm not the worst at it, not the best either. So just doing my best. And I don't know, maybe bull horns, I don't know if they're harder or easier to tape than normal drop bars. Never done a drop bar, so I don't really know. But the problem here is when you get to the brake levers, when you get to the cable housing, you need to leave the end outside, out of the bar tape, on top of it, and you need to tape underneath the cable housing. So that's the part that's a little bit more complicated, but otherwise it's pretty straightforward. You'll see, I'll get there now. Yeah, this part here. Now I gotta go underneath the cable housing. Took apart the brake lever to make it easier. I mean, last time I did it differently. I pre-cut the cable housing, and I did it with the brake lever on. It was a lot more difficult than this time. I guess you learn something every time. I hope I remember this next time. And here's some electrical tape, and the bar tape is pretty much done. Now it's just gonna have to put the brake lever, cut the cable housing. As you can see, you can't go to the end of the handlebar with this tape, because then you won't be able to put the brake levers. Yeah, cutting with my nice cutters. Oh, this song is cool. This drum fill. I might as well not talk on top of it, over the top of it. Okay, cable's on. Cable in the rear brake. As I told you, these canties, I like how they look, but they don't seem to work very nice with those brake levers, so I'm gonna have to figure something out, because I mean, I like to have proper brakes. They work, but not as well as I would like them to. And yeah, let's tighten that stem, that handlebar. It says 5 Newton meters on the stem, so that's what I'll do. It looks pretty cool. I really like it. I'll show you later. But even from this shot, I like the front end a lot better than before. Yeah, that's the final result. As you can see, I really like how it looks. The shifters fit, they seem to work fine. I mean, it's not a big deal, but changes a lot. Bike looks a lot cooler and it handles a lot better. I've been riding it now for some time and it really handles a lot better than before with this longer stem. Okay, I forgot the plug. There it goes. Yeah. That's from another angle. Really cool. I like it. Yeah, now it's time for the brakes. Let's see what I can do with the brakes, because I really would like to have some proper brakes. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for sticking around and see you next time. Bye.